Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of this video here. Highly recommend that you watch that first video. The link for that video was up here and also in the description below. All right, I'm gonna get started. So ladies, as important as it is to observe a man's ability and willingness to be your provider and protector as a potential husband or life partner during the dating phase, the question is, are you also doing your part to be Miss Right and wifey material for the man you're dating? Because just as much as you need certain qualities from a man to be a good candidate as a husband or life partner, a man also needs certain qualities from you. So here are, in my opinion, 4 qualities that we as women should strive to offer a man if you are actively dating to find a husband or life partner. Number 1, do not try to change him. Oh my God, ladies, you cannot change a man. So you need to make a decision to accept him exactly as he is or pass. However, you can always inspire a man to change by keeping strong to your own values, your boundaries, and your standards. And if he wants to stay in your world, he'll be inspired to change. But you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot actively try to change a man, so don't even try. Choose to accept and love him just as he is, or walk away. In this way, you are showing that you respect him. Number 2, now this one's a long one, but it's a very important one, so listen up. Just as much as he should be the provider and protector for you, are you going to be a nurturer and encourager of his efforts? Are you going to be the jelly to his peanut butter? Because, if he's providing for you, and I'm not talking money, you can watch the first video here to understand what providing means emotionally and in the context of a partnership. So if he's providing for you, be ready to receive and appreciate that provision in whatever form it comes. And it may not be exactly how you envisioned it, but if he is making a genuine effort with good intentions to meet your needs, receive it with love, warmth, and appreciation. Because in this way, just as he is providing for you, you are also equally providing for him something he values, respect. Because remember, as important as it is to be provided by your man, it is equally important to be a woman who knows how to receive graciously from him. Because to give, it requires vulnerability, intention, and effort. And there's nothing more discouraging for a man than to give to a woman who receives with a frown or criticism. And ladies, let's be honest, okay? We have such an incredible ability to be so detailed, and sometimes we create in our minds this reality of how we want things done and how it should feel and how it should look, right? And if it doesn't happen that way, we get disappointed and we'll sometimes show it with dissatisfaction or criticism, right? But keep this in mind. Just as much as we enjoy being held in their arms and being told how beautiful we are, they enjoy feeling acknowledged and respected for their work and efforts. Effort and intention are key here. So don't criticize and don't say things on repeat because that's not going to change anything. He's just going to end up calling you a nag, right? So instead, as you're dating, observe how he provides for you and at what capacity. And despite his efforts, if his provisions absolutely do not meet your needs, just kindly go your separate way. You don't need to criticize and damage him, because although his provisions may not be enough for you, it may be more than enough or just enough for somebody else, another woman. And we should, in my opinion, do our part to preserve his dignity and masculinity for the next woman who gets him. Because I just feel like we are all sisters in womanhood, and we should look out for each other. Does that make sense? And of course, this goes the other way around too. The men should do the same for us. Basically, kumbaya, let's all be kind to each other is what I'm saying. Number 3, ladies, be a woman he can trust with his mistakes. Don't forget, a man isn't perfect, neither are we. The way he tries to love you, please you, communicate with you, it's not going to be perfect. He is going to make mistakes and do things that feel so insensitive and hurtful, right? But remember, a man, they function and think, the way they do that is like complete polar opposite of how we as women function and think. right? But yet we're both trying to dance together in this thing called a relationship. So it's not always going to be graceful. So when your man does something to hurt you or upset you, naturally, you're going to vent and talk to your friends about it. That's okay. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you're going to have to be able to take all the different opinions from your friends and family on what you should do and make them secondary. And instead, follow your own intuition and your heart and do what feels truthful to you and for your man. Because if you have a man who is consistently showing up and making efforts with their actions, but they strike out and miss the ball here and there, keep your heart open and follow your intuition, not the voices around you. Keep the direction of the relationship only between you and your man. Be a woman he can trust with his mistakes, so he doesn't need to worry about criticism from your friends and family, because he knows you have his back, that you are his girl he can count on and trust, that if he marries you, he knows he's marrying your heart and not your friends and family's opinions. All right? Number 4, okay, there's no way to say this, so I'm just going to say it. Ladies, don't be trifling. Just as much as you want to be proud to show off your husband, be someone he'll be equally proud to show off as his wife. All right? So I'm going to address this mantra, I'm so extra, so just deal with it. Because I feel like in our society right now, the I'm extra, so just deal with it is rewarded. And everyone needs to go with it, especially men, or they get criticized and labeled as being anti-feminist. But no, they don't need to deal with it. They don't have to deal with a woman flaunting herself for everyone to see just because they want to feel extra. Men don't need to deal with a woman disregarding a man's feelings and shutting him down so they can exercise their right to be extra. Look, ladies, a man wants a prize, not someone who puts themselves on display so everyone can get a piece of them cheaply. There is a difference between being so genuinely vibrant and confident that it naturally exudes out of you so you're organically extra, just simply by energy, versus being extra for the sake of being loud and putting yourself on display for everyone to see. Loud doesn't mean you're fabulous. Loud is just being loud. It's noise, So if you want to be extra, just wait and do it with your girlfriends. You can be as extra as you need, but when you're with a man who is trying to get to know your heart, don't be extra. So ladies, if you are actively dating for the sole purpose of finding a husband, don't act like a person of low value, then be surprised that a man treats you like low value and won't invest in you as a potential wife. Don't be extra and trifling if you want a man to see your heart and see you as wifey material. All right? So there you go. The 4 qualities to show your potential Mr. Right, that you are also Miss Right. Now, everything that I mentioned above, of course, is within the, within our own acceptable boundaries, right? So if he's abusing you, habitually cheating on you, he is definitely not husband material, and you should say goodbye. Like, bye, right? Okay, so guys, if you enjoyed this message, I ask that you just take 2 seconds to like the video. It costs nothing to you, but it helps support my channel so YouTube can share this with more people. And please hit the subscribe button. It supports my channel so I can continue making videos. And again, it costs nothing to you except sharing good vibes, all right? And be sure to check out my other videos here from my channel. Okay, thanks. Bye. See you next time.